So after a few wild things that happened in 2022, you could check out some of those other videos that I just posted. But I've realized there's a lot of clutter in my life, from my podcast studio to our office, and especially my closet. And all this clutter, it can't be good for us. Did you know that physical clutter leads to mental clutter? Clutter bombards the mind with excessive stimuli, which forces the brain to work overtime. Secondly, physical clutter signals to the brain that there's always something else that needs to be done, which of course is mentally exhausting. As you declutter your physical space, you'll actually find out that your mind is also decluttered. So I wanted to start a little small and do my closet. Especially since the pandemic, I think we're all starting to realize that we can get a lot of shit done with very few items. For example, I work from home, like most of you out there, and I'm not wearing pants anymore. And I realized that I have a ton of fancy clothes that I just don't wear anymore because we only go out once a week, twice a week. So that means I only need about 4 or 5 decent going out clothes. Now, my wife does not share this same thought process. I mean, what exactly are we worried about here? You're going to be walking down the street and someone's going to look at you and say, "Hey, Tony, you wore that last week." Like, no one cares what you wear. And not to mention, there is a ton of people in the world right now that don't even have shirts on their back. So the fact that we have tons of clothes that we don't use, that kind of got to me a little bit, especially because most of the clothes I haven't worn since the Obama administration. I think I can get rid of them. So I took my happy ass with a bunch of clothes down to Goodwill. Just because you're donating clothes or maybe even selling them, the key in my eyes is not to buy more things. Take that money, save it as much as you can, or reallocate it to something else that's a lot more important than clothes. Sometimes when we have money problems or there's things that are stressing us out, money related, we like to point fingers and blame the economy, blame our job. But really, it's all about spending habits. Maybe you just buy too many things and don't use it. So if you stop buying those things and invest time into non materialistic things, not only will we have more money, but I think we'll all be happier. So I'm going to give that a shot.